all of us work for the government, and we're just passing it on. When she went to me, the two previous hurricanes, Washington, like years ago, and she was telling me stuff, and I'm sitting in church, and she's texting me. She goes, "They can't get these airports open up. They can't push them. Still sitting in the line. They flew in the next day. She can't push them to the press." And she's telling me stuff. Things are starting to rock. I'm like, it's just listen and watching the news.
Wait a minute. I'll take care of this for you, babe. I heard we're supposed to get a major through there with some high winds, so I wonder if that's what Yes, we're right over there in Lakewood, and I was at my mom's last night. She's at Adamsburg Park, and I'm looking out like, this is yeah. Oh, okay. Whatever you want.
I'm sitting back in my truck. She was finishing the right thing. Got there and changed my phone. Transfer switches. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Little shot. Well, see, that's what I'm still used to, little shot. And the other one gets to sleep, but there's times I pick him up a little late because I told him, I said, early, fall asleep, so I got the just you got the way we better not sleep. You're very dry.
I got another 20 years before that's weird. 5.
shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And I was looking back at when like injury numbers. Yeah, we were out throwing baseballs on the field up here, shooting arrows.
After we all there and bring everything over.
Just, I mean, the weirdness of
Yeah, no, not
like,
these.
need to reach out to him.
No, not the
And so we were
business.
hanging out
Just be
last
right
week.
back.
He texted, and I
You know.
left
Yeah,
a
just save me a
message.
spot.
In contact, right?
Yeah, save a spot for Don, because he's gonna
That's
take
what
you
he's
off.
funny.
And then have to go back.
I knew tagging him in. I called him back. You're fine with me. Let's have free time. Hey, you can come back.
This is
The last thing. You're a Graveside. Go north like we look into like yeah, there's the population's not we're also being some of the guys in there has a lot of them now and taking all those animals down and bragging and talking about all these guys that we can just smart all the ranchers. So now, like, we get walking from this camera. How you like that? You're like, where's him? Like, because they're such a basic yes, they're showing these guys big out. They love commercial. That's what the guys were in the bag, bragging in the car. They're like, they shut it down in September or October. I was got this for any of the guys. All the guys up on the mountain. She doesn't especially up the cap.
It's off right now the whole time. He has a day for his job, and I'm more worried about him
See, that's the way I am.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Tell
them about your visitor.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me about your visitor at camp.
So, I did 3 days back in the country by myself. Just to anything I have my back there. Yeah. And then I get back to my truck and I head down that. Yeah, exactly. I always grab my school yeah, you're the good folks. You're camouflage. So I hike around that way. I know it's so it's the first day back.
I'm in back, but I wanted you to know I was here.
down and find a seat.
Keep talking about it. Is that the one that says?
Okay, keep coming forward, please. Please come forward as close as you can get in and have a seat if you need it. That's why they're here.
I don't know why I put makeup on.
Because you look beautiful.
Where are you looking? So, yeah, I'll put Jay in that. And then you and then where did they get mom? Where's mom? He doesn't like me. No, we can't. No, mom. Where's mom? So she's right here. One of your sisters still so your sisters are behind. Okay. I'm just going to tell her. I just saw that he's sitting too. Like I spot sitting next to Marsha. Scott's going to sit here. Okay, I'll say this was they had something in there. It's great. We can move them on the stream if you know she's going to see the kind of TV.
Hey everyone, we're just waiting on Nana.
Extra. It's great. Michelle has it. Michelle.
Hey, Patsy. 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 Who's the one that took Nana?
There you go.
What are they in the car now? Back?
They're right here. You just have to walk up to 5 cars. There's 5 cars back. Just the song.
I didn't pick it. It just came on.
There we go. We're good.
Michael, tell him to put her in this second row with this We're gonna have to be on the other side. She's supposed to sit next to me. We're just gonna go straight across, and you're gonna sit behind. Sit right behind Get back under the, so that she's in the shade a little. That's where she was. There you go. Right. Is that okay? You're in the branches.
Yeah, in the branches. It's just a beautiful place. Good morning. What a beautiful casket and a beautiful day. But it is a sad day of saying goodbye to an extraordinary man, Timothy Francis Tait. It is so difficult to lose the kindest, most ethical man anyone could hope to meet. All of the people who are attending today are a testament to that. Look at you all. Tim left us too soon. Nobody wants to be here, and yet none of us would have missed this. I wish I had the words to make this all go away, but there are no words that powerful. What we can do is embrace our memories of this honorable man and begin a life that he would have wanted us to live. On behalf of Beth, Megan, and Robert, and the rest of his family, thank you for coming to pay your respects to Tim and to support his amazing family. And they're loving us well. We will be saying goodbye, and as difficult as that is, it is easier when there are so many here to hold us up and to share our memories and honor him today. My name is Beth Sherry, and I'm a life cycle celebrant. It is my privilege to honor Tim today. Please pray with me. Dear God, who looks at us with mercy-filled eyes, we are hurting, dear God, and we ask that you ease this pain. We ask that you offer us solace as we mourn, peace as we question, and your companionship as we go through these lonely times without Tim. At the same time that our hearts are breaking at the loss of Tim, we also are very grateful that he was a part of our lives. Thank you that Tim was our brother, our husband, our dad, our grandpa, and our friend. His influence over our lives was immeasurable, and we are better for knowing and loving him. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the life of Tim Tait. In the name of all that is holy in your sight, amen. Tim had two brothers and a sister. Unfortunately, his brother Lance is in the UK and was unable to be here today. His brother Scott is going to read the scripture that the family picked out, and Beth's sister Pat Murphy will read from the Beatitudes, Matthew 5 through 2:9, and Isaiah 25:8, and her other sister Kathy Ziers will read from Ecclesiastes. Would all three of you please come forward?
From John 14, 1 through 3. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, I would have told you. I am going there to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, so that you may also be where I am. You know the way to the place where I'm going.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm reading from Matthew 5, 2 through 9, which was the Sermon on the Mount. And Jesus opened his mouth and he taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of God. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the merciful, because they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. And reading a promise that the prophet Isaiah gave us a long time ago, he says that God will swallow up death forever, and the Lord will wipe away tears from all faces. And those who know Jesus will live forever.
Good morning. I'm reading from Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. Oh, sorry. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot what is planted. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to keep, and a time to cast away, a time for conflict, and a time for peace. He has made everything beautiful and appropriate in this time. It's time.
May we all be comforted by these consoling words from the Lord. As I said before, but it bears repeating, Tim was a kind and ethical man. As I sat around Tim and Beth's dining table with his family, it was evident that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Tim and Beth raised two wonderful children who are thoughtful and kind. His brothers Scott and Lance, who attended virtually, and his sister Marcia are also grieving this brother, who was a protector and a mentor to them. Beth is mourning the love of her life and her partner in parenting, business, travel, and living. They had many happy family times together, and I will try to share a few today. It is impossible to condense a lifetime into a short tribute, but hopefully you will leave here with a better perception of what kind of a man Tim was. It's wonderful to see all of you here to offer your friendship and memories at the celebration, and hopefully at the celebration tomorrow, and any time from here on out. The family appreciates you. Born in Binghamton, New York, and growing up in a small town shaped who Tim was. He was a dedicated Boy Scout and even came out west to a jamboree, which cemented his love of scouting and his love of the West. A family trip in 1972 to Colorado also sparked his interest in the area. He took piano lessons and played trombone growing up. He used his musical ability in the school band and at church. His biggest ability, though, which he possessed his whole life, was to cultivate friends and to become loyal forever to them. It is amazing how many friends he still kept in touch with. He tried his hand at college towards a degree with building and architecture, but a year later he changed direction. His first home away from home was living with some guys in a house on Spook Hill Road with no source of heat except a wood stove he had to chop the wood for. And then he just decided he'd leave a town with few opportunities and move to Colorado. Tim found a passion in the business world centered around the cabinet industry. Starting out with diamond cabinets, he got a job he got through his Uncle Jesse. His grandparents and aunt and uncle lived in Longmont, and he lived with his grandparents and commuted to Diamond from there. He advanced in the company and became a production manager. This allowed him to hire several of his old friends from high school who were also looking for opportunities. He was a natural, and at 20 years old, he was outperforming people twice his age with a lot more experience. He took pride in knowing that his division was doing the best in the company at that time of his life with his friends and employees, and doing it as employees and doing it his way. One day, he interviewed a pretty, vivacious woman named Beth. He hired her because he wanted to date her. And they fell in love. Following a year of dating, Christmas was coming, and Beth eagerly shopped for presents for her boyfriend. She bought him some really nice boots and a Stetson hat. When they sat down together to open their Christmas gifts, Beth was disappointed when she opened a cooking pot. Next, she opened an iron. She was pissed, in her words. Tim kept trying to soothe her agitation by getting her to eat a chocolate. He kept pointing out the one in the middle he thought she would like. In her frustration, she picked up the chocolate, threw it in the fireplace, and said, or yelled, "I don't want any effing chocolates." Inside that chocolate that she threw was her engagement ring. And Tim had to go fish it out of that fireplace. The next time a company newsletter came out, someone had drawn a cartoon of the scenario of Tim in a fireplace, crawling through the soot, flames shooting up behind him. So everyone at work knew of the famous proposal that didn't go quite as well as planned. Beth and Tim fulfilled a dream when they opened their own business of Lifestyle Kitchen and Bath Center in Parker. They worked hard to grow their business, and Tim worked many hours every day. But Megan and Robert agreed that they never felt that he ignored them. He always managed to take time for his family. Tim was a Boy Scout leader, and when the family moved from Aurora to Franktown, he continued to drive Rob to Scouts in Aurora every Monday night, which was a 45-minute drive each way because they liked that troop so much. And it was important to Tim that Robert was a part of Scouting. Tim and Beth were very active in the Parker Chamber of Commerce and involved in planning and working on Parker Days every year. They made many friends in town, and their business grew. Tim truly cared about his clients. He took pride in his quality of workmanship. He wanted the jobs done right. Tim also took his role as provider seriously and knew how to bargain shop and take care of his family. Digital coupons were his friend. He was always looking for the best deal. but he never did win that Safeway Monopoly game. He tried. Both Robert and Megan have special memories of time with their dad. Megan was his helper when he had projects to do around the house. And more recently, she finished the Bourbon Trail with him on a father-daughter trip together. Kentucky always held a special place in Tim's heart. He loved visiting the distilleries there because he was passionate about all things bourbon. He was in his happy place when he took friends down to his basement bar and shared his bourbon and what he had learned about the distillery, where it came from, and the nuances of the process that gives each bourbon its own unique flavor. He made so many friends in the state of Kentucky and visited it so often that he and Robert went in together and bought an Airbnb there. Many people have expressed that Tim was the glue that kept people together and in touch with each other. At the time of his passing, Tim and Beth were on a trip in Mexico with a group of friends who loved to travel. Tim was a family man at all times. He was so good to his siblings and especially devoted to his mother before her passing. A life-altering tragedy happened to the Tait family as the 4 Tait children were growing up. When the boys were 17, 16, and 15, and Marcia was 9, their dad was killed in a car crash. This, of course, altered the family dynamics forever and forced all the boys to step up and try to fill in for their dad, and in many respects to grow up too soon. Tim taught Marcia how to check her oil and fill it when it was low. Everyone of the Tait kids overcame their history and moved on to live productive lives and to continue to support each other and their mother. One of Tim's wonderful traits was the care he took when he picked out birthday cards and when he went Christmas shopping, although Tim's Christmas shopping was strictly only on the day of Christmas Eve. Marcia went with him one year, and she has treasured memories of him picking out the type fabric that Beth liked in her pajamas and searching for the exact top she would want to wear. He was a good listener and always looked for gifts that could be cherished. Not only was Tim true to his family, he was loyal to his friends. Look at you all. He was an exceedingly generous man as well. One time there was a big family card game that the family was playing at a gathering. Everyone put money in a pot in the middle of the table. The game went on for some time, and that there was a big pile of dollar bills in the middle of the table to be won. And guess who won it? Tim, who was fiercely competitive and gleefully swept up that money, enjoyed it in his arms for a minute, and then said, "Oh, just give it to the kids." I asked Megan and Robert what kind of a disciplinarian their dad was. Robert said that their dad was a talker, and he thought he could be most effective by explaining to the kids what they had done wrong and how to behave as he saw fit. Sometimes the lecture dragged on so long that Robert just wanted to beg for a spanking and to get it over with so he didn't have to listen to that endless talking anymore. Tim had an extraordinary breadth of knowledge about his business and joined a national organization that supported small kitchen businesses. Beth and Tim attended their conferences, and Tim caught the eye of the organizers after he shared some of his knowledge during the breakout sessions. He opened his heart to the other attendees. He was then asked to mentor others in that organization and to lead some discussions. He truly became a thought leader, a coach, and a mentor. Again, he made dear friends of the people in that organization. Beth said he made friends with people wherever he went. She said he would make friends while he was in line waiting to climb onto an airplane. There were legendary yearly hunting trips which centered more around the guys getting together than about the big hunt. They traveled to the Caribbean and Mexico many times, often with friends, and took trips to England and Italy. They enjoyed short trips across North America, including Hawaii, the wine country, Florida and the Keys, Arizona, Canada, and Kentucky many times. They were always with friends or visiting friends and family. Kentucky will always hold a special place in their hearts. Tim had some quirks, and he, like the rest of us, was not perfect. He would delegate a task to someone, but then would not let them do it unless they did it his way. Robert said he never changed any of his taste in music or liked any music that came out after 1980. He and Beth loved to attend concerts in their younger years, but they had different tastes in music. Tim loved only classic rock, while she liked bluegrass, southern rock, country, folk, like John Prine. They obviously made rock meets country work. Like I said earlier, it is difficult to put a well-lived life into a short talk, but I cannot end my remarks until I talk about Declan Timothy Tait, the much-loved and long-awaited grandson of Beth and Tim. Aside from his parents, Tim was Declan's favorite person, and I believe the feeling was mutual. Declan would light up and squeal with delight when he saw Tim walk into a room, and they looked each other in the eye and made a connection that will always be there. As Declan gets older, there are many people who can share with him how much his grandpa loved him and what a wonderful man he was. The world is a little dimmer now that Tim is no longer here. He brought a lot of light to everyone's life who knew him, because to know Tim was to love Tim. May we honor him by living a life that emulates his. May it be so. I am always amazed when family members choose to speak at their loved one's service. It takes a lot of courage, and I admire them for it. Our first speaker will be Robert. Please step away. Please, Robert, come
on. Well, that doesn't help me very well, because you couldn't have kept me from speaking here. I prepared something, but I think I'm just going to go off the cuff. So I think the measure of a person sometimes is best seen by how they impact people. And some people walk through this world with huge impacts on huge impacts on people, and that can go far and wide. My dad would impact people in a very deep and personal way. I think every person here or online or that comes tomorrow has a strong and meaningful thing that Dad touched their life with. Whether it was sitting down and getting some advice, or whether it was being talked to and being seen, being heard. My dad made sure that each person he touched and connected, he tried to leave better than he found it. I remember learning a lot about business from my dad, and he showed me time and time again that if he made a commitment or made a promise or shook someone's hand on something, you could write that check to the bank. He didn't need to outline a contract or to spell things out or to figure out the little wiggle room to get out of something. If Dad made a commitment, he did it. Throughout this last week of preparing for this really incredibly tough time, we had a bunch of family members come in and fly in to help. And each one of the family kind of took a pet project on, right? And they would go to a crazy degree in trying to get this pet project completed. And at times that was extremely frustrating, right? Because there's a lot to do. But as I sat and reflected on it, I think all of the little projects from Matt helping with getting all the video streaming and stuff set up, Megan with the photos, Jay with the house, everything that was done was almost done to perfection or as much as humanly possible. And I think that was their way to honor Dad, because that's who he was. Dad would stay late and overdo a project just to make sure it was always done correct and right. And I think that speaks volumes not only about who he is, but about how we know him and trying to honor him. I think the last thing I'll say is we all knew Dad to be a man of high ethics, high integrity, high work, high love, and a lover of bourbon. But I think Dad's favorite thing in life was stories. He loved to hear your stories, and he loved to tell you his stories. So in honor of that, and probably my little pet project that I'm spending too much time, energy, and effort on, is we're creating a video. And then those of you at the Celebration of Life tomorrow, please make sure you share your stories with Dad. Share your tales, share your Timisms, all of those things. Because at the end of the day, that's how I'm going to help my son remember Declan. I can tell him, but I also want him to experience and learn from Dad through you guys, which was one of my greatest gifts. As I've been calling everyone and letting them know, I got to hear all of your Timisms. So please pass that along. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you so much for loving my dad. Thank you for the family that flew in and helped. Thank you for the friends that leaned in to help us make sure all this happened. We love you guys, and Tim.
Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Turn off. Hi everyone. I'm Megan. If I haven't met you, I will definitely do that. It's been really hard trying to figure out what I'm gonna say. I don't know how long I'll be up here, but he was my biggest support. The person that I would call if I needed anything. And looking at everyone just fills my heart with joy that he touched so many people. I keep thinking about what it's gonna be and how we're gonna get through it, and it's every one of you leaning on each other and leaning on us. And I keep thinking also about growing up. I had all these firsts. I had first with my brother, my dad, and it's going to be hard to continue the first with that. But and thank you for all the family members and everyone that's reached out. I know I haven't really connected with most of you, but it's going to be a long road ahead, and I love and appreciate everyone here and everyone that has reached out and helped out. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan and Robert. That is so hard, and you were very brave to do it. Our hearts go out to you. We now come to the most sacred part of our ceremony. This is when we commend him to his freedom and honor him directly. I promised not to get preachy, but Marcia found this verse that sums up how Tim lived his life. Though he wasn't much of a churchgoer in his adult years. This is from 1 John. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. Tim loved each one of you here and demonstrated it all the time. He was full of love. today, and they are all to demonstrate how much we loved you and that you were such a good man who left us a great legacy of hard work, devotion to others, and in finding fun and joy in all situations. It's so hard to let you go, and if it could be any other way, we would not let you pass out of our physical presence. But now is the time that we must. Tim Tait, we return your body to the earth, which is where we all come from. We release your soul to God in heaven, where you await us and join those who went before you. God is embracing you now. And we hold tightly on to your spirit, where it will remain in our memories and in our hearts as long as our hearts are beating. By holding on to your spirit, we will be able to share it and your legacy to future generations. God bless you on your departure, Tim, and God bless you on your arrival. Please join me in prayer. Almighty God, who loves us no matter what, we praise you for the love you gave us when you gave us Tim, and the example of how to live that he gave us. As we take the beginning steps to living without him, may you guide us, hold our hands when we start to falter, and carry us when we fall. Please help us to honor Tim in the way we love each other and treat each other with kindness and honesty. Amen. Next, we're going to lower the casket into the ground. After that, you may come forward. We have over there a sprig of rosemary, which you can take in your hands and rub that lingering fragrance into your hands and drop it on top of the casket. The family will greet you with giving you a shot of bourbon that you can come to this end and drink with Tim. This is the conclusion of the service, so after you've greeted the family, yes, I have that, I'm sorry. And then please go to the roadside of the casket where you can also leave a message over here on the vault cover. This is the conclusion of the service, so after you've greeted the family, you may proceed to your car. Everyone is invited to the celebration of life tomorrow at the home of Robert Tait in Castle Pines, 6353 Kenzie Circle at 2 o'clock. You will have an opportunity at that time to tell the family a story about Tim. The kindest thing you can do for a grieving family is to tell them a story about their loved one. And now, in the spirit of Tim, sing while you have breath, dance while there is music, imbibe your favorite beverage, and greet everyone you encounter with the thought that they are a friend. You just haven't met them yet. Thank you for coming.
I drove past a camper on the highway, and it said peace and had a dog, and it said on the journey. And I thought it was just special to see. And I remember that. There was I think that's it. I think that's the camera. Maybe the other side of it. Okay, I can see it. Or new business doing that. I think average would do it. Yeah.
Sadly, it's warm.
Oh, is she coming out? Yeah, she's so sad that she's yours. Actually, yes, I just act like I know what to say, but I really don't.
She had her priorities straight.
Yeah, she did.
Got it? When's the last time she's been out? Yeah, go for it. Oh, okay.
I've been to a few of those houses. So maybe I'll right next to
And boats. I don't know if it's that strong.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
They've got it so much.
Yeah. Just saying that we're talking George.
And I find that's one of the ones. Mine's getting Mom is so funny. She says, we should all be on our side. I'm like, you are fine. Everybody else in this world. I told her, I said, you are. Don't worry. Shame. And I went from shoes, my kids even though I was mine are thinking a little bit.
Helpful if I stand with that. She's got it great all in the sun. Does she have sunscreen on?
There are umbrellas that we only get standing there.
Yeah, where's the umbrella? Okay, I'll go get one.
All right.
And it's because they're not really the big thing in
It just like solidified our relationship in a way that it didn't. She's good. It's okay. She's so amazing. She's a It's Jason.
I know, that's what I'm
A friend of mine used to do what she's doing. It happened so quickly because they don't know. And so,
It looks good.
it was very fun.
Yeah, it is. It's really
It's interesting because it always explains it.
She will be there tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's all those different locations. And so the local and then people don't want to I was like, yeah, most people do.
You can give me $1 million. Well, that's okay because I was talking to Marsha. Because it's been a number of years. Tell me more. That we went to, but it was definitely I can remember it was a positive place. Yes, wonderful. I just have to get it. This is my stash.
Started adding on days to our conferences and got a little more.
You okay, Hannah? Do you need water or anything? You want some water? I have one in the car.
I've got mine right there.
Got it.
I've got my water in the car.
Where's your car to?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, is it?
Are you in that SUV still?
I'm in the same one I came in? Yeah. That'd be great.
I-90, to I-25.
Absolutely. You're good. You're good.
That was so smart. Yeah, I actually always talk about my
Is this it, Mom?
And it's totally full if you want some.
Thank you.
I could. You probably don't want to drink all this
Oh no, we had Penny here.
Did you skip this?
I did. I didn't bring a water bottle. I mean, Kathy's grocery store, the ones we found. She was in Colorado, but I just that's my travel size. It's not as big. Right now, so therefore they were
I mean, I can leave my 10 minutes. 5 different lakes, 4 different persons. If I go the other way, 5 different things.
I had a towel how we ended up with a beach towel from NBC when she worked there. And it was like, it was like our beach towel, and then it was like, it ended up being like, no, then it ended up like being the towel that you would wipe up stuff and it was a piece of that towel but we got the towels. We got the towels. No, well, I was talking about that we had one somehow. I was just had the pink pots. You know, when she worked for them, how we ended up with it. It was like in our life. And then I think we were talking about different types. Because we did the ones that had a little emblem on the side. We got red ones. We still have them. And then the towels that you guys did for the most recent campaign. sometimes. Remember? For the family. Yeah, and then the cups actually, Jude has a little water table, I think, so most of the cups are just water table cups.
I have a couple of trash and rubbed off.
Right.
And I have the pink towel. Selkirk, no,
Because we had red.
Selkirk, that's right. She brought the Murphy. She was the Murphy Ember.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's coming to the end. No, I drove.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, funny enough, about 2 weeks ago, my wife and I were going back to the casino here in our new car. So it's in the place. So they gave me this rental. There. Really nice car. Way nice enough to take a trip in. So I said, well, geez, I could drive. Put anything out. So I'm just thinking I feel better if I do. 15 hours. So I was kind of chill. Made my way down here. I left Wednesday night. And I was here Thursday night.
He's sitting. He's in a wheelchair.
Then from here, my wife and I are looking at the map. You're not much farther down to your grandkids, are you? I said, no, probably 10 hours. She says, well, why don't you finish on the trip? So after I leave here, I'm going there, headed to Arizona. And I have a great niece. She's 3 months old. I haven't met her. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Leave here Tuesday. Arizona. Now spend some time. Pine Top, Sholo, it's up in the mountains. No, opposite mountain, White Mountains. Right near the Indian reservation. There. Yeah, because Flagstaff's on the western side, going down around the eastern border.
And actually, most people
I've been to Leavenworth, yeah.
it's fine.
It's if you're ever going to go, you need to go in the winter. Christmas time, it is so beautiful. Get out and a lot of last year we went to southern Idaho down at the Craters of the Moon. That's a cool place. Yeah, it's really cool. It does. It's like you would imagine.
We were coming down Idaho line.
The tea, yeah. Yeah, that's there.
But we were coming down for
the run
south. Yeah. Where are we coming in
Perfect, right?
But we went up to the
I'm so grateful. Well, there you go. I know. 13. 13.
How are you?
Yeah, they're over there.
Well, you almost missed it. That's when.
You're right. You're right.
They got lost.
I think that's why they didn't ask me to be a pallbearer, because I've probably been late.
No, you just got lost.
It's nice to see you. All you guys. It's amazing.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm Jack's wife.
Jackson.
Yeah, so when Kim got married, I think I was still in high school.
Yeah, neither was I.
So I hear. You remember Mike?
Oh, yeah. No, I live up in Idaho. North Idaho. I love it up there. Absolutely love it.
Except for the weather?
No, that's what do you know? People always say that. It's not much different. It is here.
I heard that about Idaho.
I live in a place called the Banana Belt. And it's Coeur d'Alene, way up north. And sure, I mean, we get snow. I got on my snowblower 3 times this year for about 4 inches. That was it. Last year we didn't get any, but I've been there now 19 years and we've had one bad snow. The second year I was there. And almost every year it's great. Now it does get cold. And it'll stay cold. Down in the 30s. And for the winter, and it stays in the 30s and 40s. But since I lived there, I've only seen it go below zero like 4 times.
Wow. Tim would have liked that time.
This was from the wedding. Tim gave me this. This was my board.
But it was like all that.
Oh my God. Yeah, they were roaming all around. Well, it was the rehearsal day. We were supposed to be at.
Yeah, me and Larry. Yeah, we missed the rehearsal.
Did you have the rehearsal dinner at your house? But you had a reception in the backyard. Their reception. That's what that told me. The only reason I know that is she told me that yesterday. Oh, okay. Then there were pictures at the house.
Yeah, that was.
That's like Tim's pictures of it.
Yeah, it wasn't at your house.
It wasn't. It was kind of like a hotel.
It was like a furniture. So it goes up where the third floor with the
Yeah, so I always thought they got married in your backyard. Because the pictures were like
what's this?
Pat's got
That's what I went to. Oh, you carried it up the stairs.
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
Yes. I was there last night. For a while.
So while we were here,
I drove down.
How long does that take?
15 hours. And it wasn't bad. You know, it's all open highway. Plus 80 miles an hour. So it wasn't bad. And it gave me a lot of time to reflect. Think about the work away trip. And then, you know, and then I got in the car or somebody out there. Get here. I'm going to drive. No, not near, you know, of course, I don't know that where.
And what made you move up to Idaho? Oh. Loaded question. Sorry, didn't mean to.
You can tell me about it tomorrow.
I was in a really bad way.
You need to make a change.
Make a change.
Yeah.
People, certain people wouldn't help me or but he turned out to be the best
He's
thing
having
in the
fun
world.
bumping around.
So my whole life changed.
I tell everyone this is what he's like.
I
You
met
know
my
that.
wife.
We did nothing to earn it
now
or
I've
deserve
got
it. We just got the best baby
grandkids.
out.
I've got a great grandbaby. I'm going to see right after I leave here. Headed to Arizona. To meet my
Maybe we should have another kid. 0 brownie points left.
She's 3 months old.
Well, he's my latest.
We'd have to work really hard in the next little bit of time here. Be really extra lucky. Or maybe we'll be really lucky.
Once you're young to have a great grandchild.
Well, I have a grandchild.
Well, I started having grandchildren when I was 50.
50, is that how old you were? Is that one? And how old were you?
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't know. Where's he at?
I was
Oh, okay. Right.
The deal is,
you want to mark it.
I was 56.
You're not gonna be there tomorrow, so. He can't right now. He said maybe. Oh, there's a porta potty, and it's actually clean. It doesn't smell. It actually lives up there.
Do you want to pull one of those? I don't know who handled
Check with
so I can walk the house. The apartment, I mean, the cabin is beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's
But, and they don't run so, you know, by today, they're upset. Because Joe is still trying to get up finished.
Okay. Yeah, someone has to go by and get it.
okay.
And
And the skeleton bar is sitting. I'm in here right now.
is it findable?
Probably in the basement.
Yeah, someone has to.
The bar.
Yeah.
At Beth, so you
Did everybody that wants to get a chance to sign the ball?
We did.
Okay.
Make sure the others.
There are, if you want to sign some cards while we sit on the grave oaks, but before too long here, we are going to go ahead and have to start breaking down because this side of the grave is really unstable, and the more it dries out in the air, the more it's going to fall in. So I need to kind of get that on and get it covered up.
You should probably tell the guy standing there.
No, they're okay right here because there's aluminum boards under it. But right here, yeah, I'm much better here than here. But it's going to do it without help. Yeah, she says. But yeah, there's actually not anybody.
Here, you know what?
We're going somewhere.
Half of this is there's no one there. That's what.
Is that all?
Make this heart go melting down. How to pray. How to tread light in your eyes.
I actually, and then something happens. I don't know, but it's not that
So I'll be there. I'm going to go talk to
I'm going over there with Dad. Okay, bye.
Okay. That's what I was
You just want to make sure it's in there, or you know something else? Last minute. I could ask where it is, and I'll go get your phone. If that helps. So you.
And he comes over and stands beside me, and I'm looking at him and says,
There's a couple big rounds. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you, son.
Sweetheart.
I don't know what you want me to do with this. I don't want it in my, to lose it for you. You did a beautiful job getting this organized. I'm so grateful you got these.
How many people do you think are here?
I'm guessing 125. Did you have a guess? That doesn't mean everybody.
You ready to get in the car?
No, I think they're going to take pictures. Oh.
in my tennis shoes?
I saw a pair of tennis shoes, but maybe.
You got it? Got it. Yeah. What do you need? Well,
Are we doing solo?
I can get you. You want to write from that note? I'll get you.
I
can get you. There's more. I need to get one from my neighbor.
Have you ever talked to me? No? There you go.
I got it.
I found your phone.
Oh. I know she has that aura.
You have the picture of Jude and me on your front, on your wallpaper. I love it. It rotates? Oh, not wonderful.
I have one. I don't know. Oh.
Your chairs are just
Yeah.
Mom's fine.
Yeah, we could. It's just yeah, I'll ask Michael. I'm just worried.
Petrified, Chris, Petrified Wood is the families that wanted to take us. Kidding. They're trying to be funny.
That smaller table is this ours?
Would it be okay?
Oh, I'm asking him to take it. No,
No, you can just leave it right there because I'm actually going to put it in the shed.
I'm sorry.
No, you're so good.
Thank you.
No, you're good. Yeah. People are just going to go ahead and drop them in the grave. I don't know if you need an envelope. Yeah. Just drop them out of the casket. And that way when we put the vault over it, he's surrounded by all your well wishes. Thank you.
So let's move everything out of the way.
I'm going to go back to the hotel and change my clothes. That's, yeah, something a little bit more comfortable.
Make sure not to bump that.
Yeah, that's I'm trying to do this a little Does she want it? Excuse me. Would you like to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Keep him in that shade. Stay in the shade.
Oh, that's all right. We just happened.
Excuse me.
Plan.
Yeah. Actually, we both got the same T-shirt. The Denali T-shirt, the 30%. So 30% yeah, well, usually travel farther than you can. So, yeah, we saw it.
So do you, like it's father's job to protect your kids.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't put them on.
I would do. Yeah.
But yeah, whichever the family wants to do.
Now tell me somebody's going to get a picture of it. That's cool. Nice job. Yeah, a lot of people do it. We started doing it for all the services about 6 months ago, and I have had services where this part, the family just gathers around this, went longer than the service did, and people are just laughing and crying and telling stories, and the grandkids are drawing pictures of them. And it's just so beautiful. We do it with cremation too, so that little cremation. I've got pictures of it. There's my mom. My grandkids just drop these little. I like how.
Michael, do you have a sunscreen on your head?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
It gets nice crispy, and then it turns into fermented.
Yeah, you look like you got a lot today.
Oh yeah. The first couple burns always do.
It's my first
I
rodeo,
haven't
it's
been,
not yours.
I haven't been bald forever, but really for a while.
Hi, Michael.
They're getting their last laugh out of it. They are. I think it is so clear. I knew it was business, but then to hear how people put things he's buried up here, all of the pictures, look around it, it's everything's so sweet, subdivision, reservoir, I didn't know that. What's happening across the river? Which is really cool.
Leftover.
That is tell me that's not she's supposed to be very good.
Hey, George.
God, it's Rob. I'm so sorry that I didn't meet people under these circumstances, but so what a cool family for the sudden good connection. Yeah, and like I said, really, it's just a safety thing.
Just in case anybody's there, let me sign off. Thank you all for joining us remotely. We're going to go ahead and turn off the live stream for now, but we love all of you and thank you for being here for TEP. Thank you. Bye.